So it started recording.
Nice, sweet.
I'm not sure if you want to introduce yourself again, but
Yeah,
people probably know you. So
so my name is Merzad. I am a goer of the gym, collector of the figures, trader of the stocks, and trainer. I'm teaching folk, and buyer and seller of the figures. Boom, there you go.
man, we're going to need to get you like your re-recorded segment because you add more things up and you come in just so like they're like a terrible ad, so it'll be like just changes your voice and stuff like that.
Just like auto-tunes my voice as I sing a fucking jingle. It's gonna be great.
So before we came in, we were talking about credit and stuff like that. One thing with obviously we're at the world in a recession just now because of what Rona done to people.
Yeah. Rona.
So what I've noticed is now people that they kind of get rich quick schemes when people are like, oh, like so getting into property is like a really good way to maintain money and become wealthy quite fast. Like in like a 4 or 5 year time period, like fast. But people take mortgages, obviously, to mortgage their own house.
Yeah.
Their own mortgage, they remortgage that one to buy another one, and then they sell it.
Yeah.
Then they need to remortgage again. So people that have done that, nobody's buying and selling houses just now because obviously the corona.
Because it's just a triple mortgage.
And then they're sitting with like all these properties, they can't afford anything. They're doing a mortgage holiday, which is adding extra money onto the end. The interest rates are going up. It's just like your people are just ruining. Like you didn't realise that you need to go through really bad. Like I went through a bad week this week. Like you need to go through that shit. Like these people just want to like, well, we'll just get this money. And we'll just lend this money from the bank. We won't need to pay them back straight away. And then we could just sell this house, pay them, and we can make a quick profit. Instead of from it being building like a business that's going to be here in like 100 to 150 years.
Yeah. Well, like that, we were saying as well, just before the recording started, right? That these folk that get the online courses, like these guys are selling dreams. They're 100% selling dreams, right? But it's wait, sorry, 1 second. Think my delivery is coming through. Actually, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. Let me just check my thingy. Oh, great. Yeah, my food's coming through. Fantastic. Yeah, so these guys are selling dreams, right? Now, that's not the point I was trying to make. You can sell a dream fine. That's not the issue here. The issue is you cannot fuck somebody's go through when they were trying to get into the course. Oh, hello?
Hello?
Yeah. What I was saying was there's folks at these courses, like the courses for Dan Lok. That Dan Lok, this you know the Chinese guy who's doing like the folks crying because their credit card payment wouldn't go through when they were trying to sign up to the upsell of the course, right? And it's fucked up. You cannot assume that one course, one weekend is gonna save your life and that's it. You're gonna turn into everything you always imagined. It just doesn't work like that. It's the same deal with the houses. You can't like buy a house and like, oh, that's it. That's me. I'm done. You know?
Yeah, man, it's silly. Like how people, I suppose it's just that they don't want to put the work in. Everybody knows it's really hard work. If you speak to somebody who does like what I do or what you do, you know how hard it is.
Yeah.
But then like they just see, okay, I just want the end goal straight away. But the quick success never works, never lasts either.
Yeah, there's no easy way to it. Never is.
So this week, that's the thing that I was struggling with. It was like, how long am I going to need to keep doing this? Like, getting up early, pushing myself hard in the gym again, and pushing myself doing the high grind as well in my other businesses. And it's like, how long is it going to need to go on for? Sometimes it's like you look at the whole mountain and you're like, fuck, that's too much. But then what I do is I break it down to hourly goals. So I'm like, right. So for me, it was Friday. I was like, okay, so every hour I'm going to write down what I'm going to do that hour. And if I get that hour done, then I can do a 5-minute rest. And then I've just done that weekend. And I've got everything that I want to do done, well above where I need to be. And that's so much better.
Come on, thank you. Yeah.
It's so much better than that than kind of like going through the hard times instead of just getting get rich quick kind of.
I've been doing that as well. Have I told you? So you remember when you told me to write down my goals in the morning?
Uh-huh.
So I was doing that in my Uber days, right? And I only did that because you suggested it. I was in a period of just literally doing nothing. I don't think I was even doing that Uber job. Like, I was doing it, but I had just stayed in the house for weeks.
Uh-huh.
You know, it was after that. It was after that time. You know, when the snowstorm hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was after that, and I was just like, "Fuck it, I don't want to go to work. I can't be bothered." And you were like, "Do your list," and I started doing my list. Anyway, I stopped it, and I've started it again now. I've been doing it consecutively for about 2 weeks now. A goal list in the morning and a grateful list at night. And like, it's exactly as you say. You're like, okay, I'm going to spend an hour doing this today. I'm going to spend an hour doing this other thing. Once you cross them off, like, you know what you're doing. You're literally holding yourself accountable this way. And if you're not doing it, then you understand why you're not getting to where you're going to get to, you know?
Yeah, man, and especially as well, like if you start to recognise like patterns, like on a Wednesday, I really don't like doing content or something.
Yeah.
Then you know, right? Okay, so on Wednesdays I don't like doing content, so let's move it to a different day. See what day I would actually enjoy doing that on.
Right.
But I've started, or not started,
I've
always
thought
did.
of that. That's actually really great.
So like in the morning I write things down. I have my whole week planned, and then I break it down on that individual day. And when I'm done, I'm done. But you know what? I'm like, I fall back into the pattern of when I'm done, well, let's just move on to Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was last weekend. I finished Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for this week, and I was like, no, I'm falling back into doing like 20, 21 hours a day.
Fuck.
As most people that are listening won't know, but you and people that know me know, I'm like I'm a workaholic. I kind of just would work till I burn out, then take like a week off, and then do the same thing again. But I've just started writing my list down. Like my today's list was about 50 things, and I managed to get them all done by 12 o'clock today. So that's why I've been sitting around watching Netflix all day.
Nice.
So it's that kind of when you're done, you're done. Learning that you don't need to move on to the next day.
Yeah, that's it. I need to get to where you're at with the list thing, to fine tune it, to see like, what do I want to do, what works better on certain days, because I like that. I never thought of that.
Yeah, man, because like even with exercising, like if you were doing your arms, but you like your legs and you hate doing legs on like a Tuesday, so you move to like a Wednesday and you're still like, I don't really like it. You want to get that like deep hard workout on like a Sunday.
Yeah.
But then on a Monday you would just rather do your arms or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
move it to what you feel is more comfortable. For me, I like podcasting at the weekend. During the week, I don't really like it that much.
Okay.
It's the same thing with anything, especially for you learning how to do your how to get your course set up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've got to figure out the right time to do that. Like today today I knew it was a rest day. Today, like, because I've been hitting the gym and I've taken a rest from the gym as well. So like, and also like the AC at work this morning, the AC in the class, the AC wasn't working for the whole fucking school, and like, oh my goodness, all the teachers like were just walking around with soaked shirts, just fucking everybody was sweating so much. It was really bad. I was feeling dizzy in class and shit. So anyway, my point is, I barely did anything today, and I was trying really hard not to beat myself up. So yeah, you just gotta go with it sometimes. So shit happens.
See that as well, man. That when you take a rest day or you take a couple of days off, the world isn't judging you for maybe taking a week off just to chill, relax, fix yourself. But see, for me, taking a week off, it's like it eats my soul, and I start beating myself up. I get into that mental state when I'm like, when I go back, I'm going to need to put 20 hours a day in, and so I realised like I need to start changing so that if people have listened to like the first one that we done, I was on for my agency. I was only working maybe 5 to 6 hours, 6 hours a day. Most weekends off, was making like okay money, and I was able to focus on other things. But then when I've got back into I need like a growth period within the agency, so that's when I end up putting in extra hours. I think last week I've done like 120, 125 hours in a week, which is unsustainable for a long period of time, which I used to do.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to learn how to be okay with relaxing.
How to pace yourself. Would you not prefer doing regular hours, 40 hours a week? I know it sounds fucked up, but like
sometimes it's like, so like for this week, obviously at the start of the week I wasn't feeling that great, so I didn't take it off. I focused more on the gym. I was doing like 2.5 hour workouts, just tiring myself and going to bed, passing out.
Nice.
But then like Thursday, Friday, I just done, I think I worked 8 till 6 on Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday I think I done 7-6. Yesterday, Saturday, it was 9-2, and then today was like 4 in the morning till 12.
Fuck, man.
Like, I prefer to like see day stuff like that, and I like getting up early and getting things finished before everybody else.
Yeah.
So then if I can get all my work finished before 9-10 o'clock, I'm ahead of everybody.
You're ahead of the world, yeah.
Makes me feel better, but it's I still need to find the perfect kind of schedule. So like normal hours makes me feel sick sometimes. So like for me, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, going for a run, coming back, finishing all my work before 9-10, and then having the day to do podcasts or spend with the kids, play some games, sales calls, whatever it is, it makes me feel so much better. It's that give and take, try to find out what works for being a human.
Yeah. How to human. I think that's gonna be the next big book. You know how The Secret was like this amazing book. Everybody was reading it. Fucking Waterstone's done a whole dedicated a whole portion of the shop to it and shit. I think the next big book is gonna be that. How to human. These are different ways of how certain humans human. Here's how you can human too.
The other thing is, man, people forget is like, see, even being like the boss of your business, you do get days that you're like, oh, this is just too hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's never straight. Like, it's never an easy path, which lots of people, even the people that I've got that work for me, always say, "Oh, you've got it easy," and it's like, well, I've got all the stress of dealing with yous, I know, and running the business, paying all the bills, like, and it just got on top of me, and then I was like, my birthday's coming up. I have a poor issue with time, as I'm sure you're aware. And honestly, is it like you're running out of time? Am I getting too old to be doing this? Am I getting too old to be like the kind of to be at this stage? Do you know what I mean?
No, I get it. It's just doubt. It's just doubt creeping in. I mean, being an entrepreneur, right? The one thing, like, because everybody works. When you go to your job, you work. When you're an entrepreneur, you work. But what makes you different, what makes you an entrepreneur, is assuming the risk, right? You are taking on the risk. You are saying, I am willing to lose if it means that there's a chance to win. And the more times you win, that's what makes you a better entrepreneur. That's all it is. And I think you've been doing it right for a while, but every now and again, of course, shit happens. Fucking doubt creeps in, and you're just like, well, fuck, should I even do this? I was talking to on the subject of doubt, right? So I told you before that kind of thing started, I was what I was doing with the figures, right? So I wanted this one particular figure, overpriced on eBay. I went and found like a 6-pack that had it at a good price. Now, selling those figures here in Vietnam, if I sold it at the price point that I wanted to sell it at, I would have made double my money back, right? So I would have spent $150 and I would have made $300. Now, that's not bad. But the person I spoke to, this guy that was just kind of like, he was shipping it in for me at a discounted rate. He was putting it up on a shop, and he's been kind of selling figures for a while. I was like, I want to sell it for $1 million VND because that's where I'm going to make some profit. He was like, look, you're actually only going to sell it for 600. Although that's disappointing, it's reality. I haven't paid more than 600 for any of the things that he's saying. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's taking risk, there's taking stupid risk, there's taking uneducated risk. But yeah, you've just gotta you gotta listen to yourself. You gotta look for the signs. You gotta do it right. You gotta do it proper. If you're tired, rest. If you're energetic, do some shit. I think that's what it boils down to. If you are resting and your brain is fucking you up for resting, gotta cut that shit out. It's just gotta disappear. It really has to. Because you're eating into your own rest time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, definitely. It's one of those things that I've always kind of struggled with. I have like you're either working or you're not. And see, because like being an entrepreneur, being the business owner, being the person in charge, you've got so much stuff to do that when it comes to a rest time, when you've only got, if you're playing like the PlayStation or the Xbox and you've got, okay, how do I complete this game? You've got this one wee task. It's like my brain's always like, what the fuck? Like, is there anything else to do? Can we know, like, is there? So sometimes like I need to put like a movie on if I'm trying to relax, and I'll read a book at the same time.
Yeah.
I like the chaos, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it does. Absolutely. I'm the same.
Makes like a good business owner and a good entrepreneur is that like loving the chaos, like being disciplined and loving like just the shit that's around you.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 100%, man. You've gotta be able to embrace it, because that's what it is every day, right? It's just a whole bunch of stuff happening, and you gotta, yeah. No, I never thought of it that way, but you're right. There's just like when you're always on your phone and shit. If you're watching a movie and on your phone, and like your partner's like, "I get off your phone," like, no. This is how I relax. I can't just sit and watch the movie. I need to be on my phone too, so that I can fully relax.
But see, like if I sit and watch a movie and I'm sending a few emails, I can tell you what happened in the movie without even looking at it. It's if like my brain just up what's happening on the TV. Like I need to do something else. Like, see, I must have ADHD or something like that. Like if you just have to sit me down for like a long period of time, start chatting. I'm like, come on, can we go do something?
Yeah. That's not even a disadvantage, I think. It's shit because you can never relax, but it's good to always be doing something. I like that aspect of it. You know, I like the idea that like I hate sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, man, it's just one of those things that I struggle with, and I think this is going to be like a quite an informative podcast because people always think being a business owner and self-employed entrepreneur is always like an easy ride. Like get up when you want, go to sleep when you want. You can tell clients to leave if you don't want to talk to them.
Yeah.
But like sometimes it is hard. Like you need to face the shit, but it's worth it so much more than like I said. I was looking at like jobs. I always use it to motivate me, and I was looking at how much you would get paid. And there was one that was like night shift, and it was like £8 an hour.
Fuck.
£8 to work night shift, and it was like permanent. I was like, what the fuck?
Shit.
Like I like my
Makes
sleep.
my insides fucking turn when I hear that term. Fucking £8 an hour. Fuck, man.
Like you're giving up. Like you're literally giving up part of your life that you'll never get back.
To sit somewhere.
If somebody was like, "I'll give you £8 to cut off a finger," like, would you? It's time's that important. Would you cut off £8? No, you would.
Nah, just fuck, man.
But if somebody was like, if you work for the next 10 years, you put in the time, it's going to be really hard. But then we're going to ask you to cut off your finger, and you'll have everything you've ever wanted. You'd be like, I could do that.
That's fine. Yeah, that could work.
Cool. But no, like, we'll give you £8, just chop off like your leg.
Fuck.
Then I was talking to somebody that has a normal job, because I use this as motivation. As obviously you know, people were like, oh, my manager was shouting at me today, I hate my job. And I'm like,
oh, man.
You're an adult, literally a fucking adult with kids, and you go to the and somebody is shouting at you. What the fuck?
Shit, man.
Like I had one of my clients that I let go because they messaged me like quite cheeky. I was getting them great results, but they were just always contacting me. Then they started getting a little bit cheeky, and I was like, look, I'm just not going to work for you anymore because I don't work for you.
Yeah.
You're my customer, and I'm not going to tolerate it. But yeah, man, it's a weird thing that I was going through the week. Now that way, sometimes you just kind of get inside your own head.
Yeah.
And you just get stuck there, and before you know it, you're like, then you notice something. You're like, why the fuck am I stuck in my own head?
Shit.
I think as well, spending so much time because we're still in lockdown here.
Yeah.
Spending so much time inside, it's like I don't even get to go outside for a break.
Are you not like going outside? Can you not go outside to the park or some shit?
We're going for walks and stuff like that, man, but parks and stuff are closed.
Oh, right, okay.
It's a pain. Like you can go out for a walk, but it's a pain in the ass because like it's just poor, rainy. You know what it's like here.
Yeah.
Literally just now it was rainy, and yesterday it was sunny. Like what the fuck? But no man, I just got in my own head, and it was. I can see what I done. Like I'm starting to notice patterns when I get into my own head.
Yeah.
And as well, it's like I'm trying to help. Just now I've got like 6 businesses under them, including this, so that's 7.
Yeah.
And I think I've stretched myself too thin, and then I've tried to help a few people set up their businesses.
Right.
But it's if like they want me to help them every step of the way.
Right.
So they don't even know what they want to do. They're just kind of like, oh, I would like to do like music. Like, so why don't you do something in music? What the fuck do you want me to do for it?
Yeah, fuck, man. I think there's a lot of stuff that people aren't doing that I think everybody should do, like as a standard,
right? In this book of How to Human, right? I think there's got to be, like, you've got to see, in the morning, you got to wake up and you got to write down your plan for the day, right? If your plan is to rest, cool, write it down. If your plan is to, I don't know, learn the guitar in 6 months or whatever, put in like an hour's worth of guitar. If my plan is to make up a course and put it up on Udemy or sell it for X amount, I go to work on that for an hour a day or 2 hours a day or whatever the fuck it is. If you're resting every day and you're talking to folk and they're like, yeah, I just wanna, yeah, I want a music thing. So okay, are you making music? No, I want a music thing. Like, do you know what I mean? And I feel like this thing where you document every single thing you do, I think that should be public information. It should be like absolute public knowledge. A lot of these online gurus and shit would get caught out. A lot of them, because it's like, did you spend time creating this course? No, you actually paid somebody else to make it, and now you're marketing it as the be all and end all of sales and marketing and all this shit. Like, yeah. Anyway, my point with that was, I do think people should be monitoring their actions, because then you can see why certain things are working, and 90% of the time why certain things are not working. Like, why do I not have a course out? Because I haven't been working on it. Fuck. So I can't be annoyed at anyone. I can't be angry at anything, because it's like, fuck, I haven't put in the work. Well, fuck do you want? You know?
One thing that
Yeah.
I think got me was I've been spending more time on Instagram to try and promote my business, because obviously I've changed from LJ to Kane Global Media.
Okay.
So everything's changed over. LJ is fully gone, but it's relaunched as something different.
Okay.
And I spent quite a lot of time on Instagram, and the people we went to school with and that, you see them and you're like, how have they got that? And like, I'm still here. It seems like like I'm working every day. I'm putting 10 hours in a day. I'm teaching my kids how to, because I'm not in nursery, so I'm teaching them. I'm still doing my business. I'm doing podcasting. I'm setting up this other stuff. Stuff that I need to go travel to when this is all over. And then I'm like, how did it seem that they just get like this perfect life? And then I caught myself falling into that trend, and I was like, it's Instagram, it's fake. Because they've got a mortgage, they've got a credit card, they've got a loan. I don't have anything like that. All the money I've got is for me to do what I want to. Like, I don't have a problem. I don't have credit cards. I've got the bank. I can take the next month off and nothing will change. But I think one of the other things that's causing me to fall into that is like I'm missing the sales cycle, because no business is really open just yet. I'm missing pitching people.
Yeah.
I can't wait. But the minute they opened, I'm going to be on the phone 8 hours a day, just fucking. Hello, how are you doing? I've talked to somebody in ages.
How are you? I'm sure they'll be happy to like be hearing of folk as well. Fuck, man. They'll want to talk to people. Fuck it out.
Yeah, man, but it's
man.
the fake kind of social media stuff that you always see.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you see it when people went to school with as well. And it's just like, the fuck?
So like, there's a lot of folks. I've known about this for a while, right? But there's a lot of folk that went to our school that have gotten into, let's just call it illicit activities, right? And honestly, look, let me tell you something. So a couple of the guys that I know about, they've bought homes. They're living the life that they wanted, right? They're living the life that we're dreaming of, and blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I just don't think it's worth that. I think the risk of having something that's going to last forever, right? There's a less risk to that, right? Less of a payoff too. Absolutely less of a payoff, because the illicit shit that they're getting into, way bigger payoff. Way bigger immediate payoff. The only difference is it's not going to be here 10 years from now. 10 years from now, these guys are going to be working in fucking McDonald's, or even worse, right? Even worse, they're going to still be doing what they're currently doing. Worse than that, dead or in jail. Like, those are the three fucking options you end up with. I don't know. I just feel like I was, because I was talking to another mate about that, and this dude's almost a millionaire, and he's our age, right? It got me really annoyed. Got me like actually annoyed that I'm here going through books, trying trades. I'm winning some, I'm losing some, and it's like it's a battle, and I gotta pick myself up and blah blah. And there's some dude selling drugs, just living the life he wants to live. It's it's annoying, but I think what I've settled on is that I'd rather benefit society wholeheartedly. Like, I'm sure he's benefiting somebody by dealing him drugs, but I'd just rather benefit society in a better, more meaningful way, because I don't want to. I just don't want to. I just don't want to be that guy, you know?
Yeah, especially if it's something like illicit activities. It's that won't be there forever, and eventually, like karma in the universe, eventually it catches up with you. Like, there's no debts that ever get left unpaid, and eventually, if you can't prove, so say if you've made 600,000 from dealing drugs in a year, and if you can't prove that you've made that somehow officially, they can kind of take all that money from you. So you end up in jail for 10 years, you come out and you've got nothing. You're just back to where you were.
Fuck, man.
But for me, I'm trying to play the game when it's a long game, but I want to build something when my kids are 18, 19, 20, they can come in and start working there and take over the business. So in or when they're 25, after they've been to whatever they want to do, and they've decided, right, I want to do like what you do, I can just give them it. So in 25 years, I want to be able to just give them the business and step away, instead of them having to go get a job and go work at a manager shiny day.
Work in a fucking call center. Oh my goodness. If my kid works in a call center, I've officially failed. Like, I've officially fucked up.
We should do like a fucking just a podcast on a call center. I think we could probably get a good 4 or 5 hours out of how shit it is.
Easy. Just on the fucking downsides of working in a motherfucking call center. Oh man. Did I tell you? I bet, like, I woke up one night. I woke up in a cold fucking sweat. Heavy breathing and shit. I woke up my girlfriend and I'm like, baby, I just had a nightmare. She's like, what happened? I was like, and I'm serious. This genuinely happened. I'm in a call center. I've come back from Vietnam and I'm working in a call center. And this guy walks over to my desk and he's got his arm on my computer and shit. And he's like, Merzad, if you keep up this kind of work, I don't see a future for you. And I'm fucking boiling, man. Just, oh my goodness. Yeah, I woke up and I was so fucking angry. So fucking angry. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that.
As much as I had a hard week, but see, when I was working in a call center, having a feeling down this week compared to what I felt when I used to work in a call center is two different things. If on your way to work you were like, please somebody just kidnap me or something, just so I don't need to
please.
Just start a war, somebody bomb the building, somebody do something so I don't need to go listen to a customer. But then
fuck, man.
I wake up every day, I get my desks out in the living room, I put my laptop on, and I can make money.
Mm.
It's such a, and do you know as well? So obviously, when I was younger, when my mum died, I was homeless. I done a few bad things. It's that way. It's like I don't feel I deserve it as well. Like I have such an easy. I get up, can make some money. Like last week, I think it was like 200, £300 a day,
Nice.
and that's like a low day. This week coming, it's mostly just set aside for recording, so it's not really much that I'm going to make, but
Yeah.
I get to relax, and it's like how like it's if I don't deserve it, as if I'm punishing myself for something that I've done in the past.
What, to take your rest time?
I take rest time, or like how easy that I've got. Not easier, like it's a hard job, but see, because it's something that I really love doing. Like sitting recording a podcast and editing it, getting it uploaded onto YouTube, or doing my agency, setting up the new businesses. I love doing that kind of stuff. So everything that I do is just everything that I love doing. And then you've got people that will just like fucking. So my whole day exercising, waking up in the morning, writing my list, what I'm going to do that day, my gratefulness for the day at night as well, playing video games, running a business, getting new clients, everything I do I love. So my whole day is just filled with love. And then people will spend 8 hours of that day just filled with hatred and a job they fucking can't stand.
Oh, yeah, fuck. See, this is why it's so important to write down the shit that you're grateful for. Because if you're working a fucking call center 10 hours a day, right? And we were doing fucking 10-hour shifts. Like it was once 1 week of the month was a 10-hour shift for the whole week, or the Tuesday was a 10-hour shift. I can't remember exactly what it was. But folks were fucking delirious on the phone. I honestly, one day, I can't remember what I said, but I know I shouldn't have said it. The customer laughed, so I got away with it. But it was real fucking touch and go for a minute, right? Yeah, if you're working in a fucking call center and you're not filling out your grateful list, something's got to change. Like, it helps you realize what's worth it and what's not worth it, what's bringing you energy and what's fucking draining you.
Yeah, man, definitely. Like it's the list in the morning is one of the most important things. And see, even just waking up in the morning and just being like, so for me, I'm at the point when I still write my list down, but see, if I miss that day, I've got that list in my head anyway. Like I know exactly what I'm going to do per hour, per day, and like because I've done it for so long.
Yeah,
but, like,
it's a habit.
Writing it down is a different feeling. See, you can like highlight it off, tick it.
Yeah.
Like I done everything I had to do in my wee list today.
Yeah. It's a nice feeling. It really is.
You feel so proud of yourself as well, don't you? You're like, look what I've accomplished. Nothing you've wrote down, like go to the toilet and go to the gym, and it's like, but I still accomplished what I wrote down. So, yeah, man. See, if I told you like in Scotland, the people that I know that work in call centres, it's the UK. I think are sending you home with like a laptop to do the calls in your house.
Yeah.
So like you have like you'd go home and you're taking the place that you hate home with you into your happy space.
Invading your home, fuck's sake.
And you still get your breaks. So like say you've done a 9 till 5 and you get like a half an hour lunch and 15 minutes. You still need to hit those breaks at that time, and you know how weird they are about going to the toilet and stuff like that. And you're in your fucking house.
Fuck.
What the fuck?
One of my mates is doing that. See, one of my mates is working in a call center right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's friends with someone who's into illicit activities. And honestly, he was like, "Look, I'm gonna get into that." And I was like, "Fucking go for it, man. Anything's better than having to talk to your fucking call center piece of shit manager for him to sit you down in some kind of fucking disciplinary for coming in 10 minutes late into work. Like, fuck that. You gotta go do some illegal shit. Fucking go for it quick. Just get out of that fucking call center, man." I genuinely think, like, if you removed all the call centers of the world, you would have people discovering like the shit they really want to do, the shit that they've always thought about doing, because it's a job you're not supposed to do for a long time, you know?
Man, that's the other thing. Imagine getting a disciplinary for being 10 minutes late to your job in your own house.
Fuck.
Like, what? Can you tell me when to get out my pajamas?
Yeah, exactly. In my house. You can't tell me what to do. I'm in my house.
I mean, then it comes back to like why people get those jobs, and then like you're saying, the person was talking about getting into like illicit activities, but it's like, so you're just doing that is like to try and get out of the position you're in, but instead you could maybe build a business, or you could build something that's going to last longer instead of from.
It's fucked up. See, this idea, like, it makes perfect sense to me and you. The idea that if you want to do something, might as well choose something that you love enough that you could imagine doing it for the rest of your life, right? You can imagine doing it till you're 100, you're frail, you're teaching your grandkids how to do it, blah 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 blah. I don't know why people don't understand that, like, that should be on everyone's fucking mind. Whatever I'm doing, I should want to do it for 100 years.
Or if you could do
Like,
it for free. Like when I first started, I started doing stuff for free. And it's like, if you're not willing to do it for free, like if you don't love it that much, like I wanted to escape the shit, like the shitty job, the city nowhere, like no prospects, being stuck in a shitty job for the rest of your life, so much that I've done content and run social media pages for free, and then like I charged so little for content and got them so much like business from it.
yeah.
So I think it was the recent studies when I look back, at late 2018, early 2019, when I was only charging the 150, the £50 ad budget, I was actually making that business about £3,000 to £4,000 on a £50 ad budget. So they're fully paying me back and making a shit ton of profit. And it's like why would, like if you love something so much, just if you want to get out of it so much, just leave and try something like, or just do a side hustle or whatever, instead of from like the illicit activities is like, you wouldn't say that, sell that for free. Like if you're not going to do it for free, what's the point doing it? I mean, if you love watching movies, and watch Netflix, create a YouTube video, Instagram, and record yourself saying, like, reviewing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, or you enjoy gaming, set up a Twitch channel. You might not be like the shitty gamer, call yourself that, and fucking just die every 2 seconds in Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's that. Then you're doing the thing that you're supposed to, like, that you said you were doing in the what's it called? You're doing the thing you said you were gonna do in the title of the video. Like, you're accurate.
Imagine being like a kid and telling them that you're going to answer calls for the rest of your life, and that's all you're going to do and die. Like, you'll just have enough to pay for your house, like you're like not a great house, just a house, but you won't have enough to do everything that you want to do.
You won't have enough to travel. You won't have enough to drive a nice car. You won't have enough to. Oh my goodness! So it's hell. It really is hell. But here's what's getting me, right. Every generation, it's going to get harder. It's going to get harder because there's more and more people doing different things. So the whole idea is constantly evolving. Tomorrow there's going to be new ways of marketing, right? But it also gets easier. It gets easier because as the population grows, there's more people that can buy your product.
Man, I think what's going to happen is, now you were saying there, everybody's going to start doing like their own kind of thing. But like back in when there was like castles and small villages, you would have like a blacksmith, a person who sells food. their own wee individual job. Like the human race, there's billions of us now, but it could still be the same thing. Everybody has their own wee individual slice of the pie. How can they not? How can they not enjoy, like? Why does everybody need to, like so? For instance, a call centre, we'll say an insurance company call centre in Glasgow, has a huge slice of the pie of the insurance pie, but then like you don't even get. You're kind of just looking at the pie and they're just flicking crumbs off at you, so you can get
literally flicking crumbs.
They're eating the pie and it's like the spit that's falling is what you need to try and pick up. Like how can everybody not just like just do like a thing that fucking like so for me after this lockdown the first thing I want to do is go travelling. I'm going to me, the kids, my partner, we're just going to pack stuff up. We're going to go away for like a month and just travel around Europe, France, Spain, Portugal, Holland, Belgium. I was looking at going. I've got a few business things that's happening in Belarus, so I was looking at going up there as well with them. But I'm like, I'm not fucking staying stuck here in this wee slice of the world.
Yeah.
But Scotland's cool. I like Scotland. I think we should be independent, but like I don't want to be stuck here for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you wanna. Humans are built for travel. Humans like this is how we would travel. We would stay in some place. We'd set up camp for 2 weeks. Once the berries are gone, once all the animals know we're here and eating them, and none of them are coming around, you move. Like humans aren't supposed to like buy a place, sit there. Also, on the subject, we are supposed to have like multiple sexual partners at any given time, but that's a conversation for another time.
When we're like humans are literally like dolphins and monkeys and stuff. Like it's not like we're just. What's the point as well? Like for me, I can travel. I know you're doing like teaching, and that's why you're in Vietnam. But I can like when you get your trading stuff up and it's all online, you can go anywhere in the world and still get paid.
Yeah.
I don't need to be here to get paid. I can create content. I've literally got people that work for me creating content, so I don't even need to do it. I can go anywhere in the world as like, and they'll create it. Do you know what I mean? Like I could come to Vietnam, then I could go to Japan, then China, Russia, wherever I want to be, and I know I'm still going to get paid every month.
Yeah, that's a fucking lovely feeling, eh?
Skype call meetings that I can do, and I've changed that as well. Like now, when people want to do like face-to-face meetings, I'm just like, no, like if you're not paying me like a ton of money a month,
it's impossible.
Like, and I'm not going to travel fucking 4 hours to come and just have a 10-minute conversation. We can Skype. That's it.
Fuck, man.
So I've literally changed like the way everything works in the agency. The new agency is so much better. I've got an events business starting as well.
I wanna see that. I wanna see the wrestling thing that you set up, because I know you're dead passionate about it, and I think you'd be really great at it as well.
Yeah, man, that's on hold just now because of Corona, but it's scheduled to be launched in January now. So
okay,
I had to move it because the stuff that I was waiting to get, the factory for it is kind of closed. But January is the set date for it, so it's got to be a big 2021 for me. But I've got a cool. Now you're saying like you like action figures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Collectible figures, not action figures.
Action figure, I get toys, man.
I've got a cool wee upcoming thing that's happening in Belarus. It's going to be like a little 3 shops that are opening. And stuff like that.
Nice.
It's something that I'm sharing. So it's as much as it's hard, it's fun. And if you were to ask me to go into a call centre as a job tomorrow, I would literally just run away greeting.
yeah, exactly. Fuck, man.
It's the headset, man, as well. Like the prison headset.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you've got to have that fucking do or die. Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm going to make it happen. There is little that can stop me. The only thing that can stop you is yourself, really. So, yeah, you really got to have the right mindset for it. And I think, here's the thing. Having the right mindset, not beating yourself up about it. There's about 100 things that must be at the same time. They have to be true. They have to be happening at the same time. You know, you've got to, mindset is one thing, not beating yourself up, having the schedule, like having the patience. Fuck, man, having the patience is one of the biggest fucking things about it.
Yeah, man, I think that's like the most important thing for anything like entrepreneurial, being your own boss kind of thing, is patience. Because like that's literally, like, if you do it for 10 years, you will be successful because you've done it for so long.
Yeah.
It's like the reason you go to school for so long is because you'll eventually learn something.
Yeah, exactly.
In my case, maybe not so much, but
Yeah.
but I like I was on a pure rant the other day, man, about how people like waste their life in a job that they hate. Like even teachers go to a job and they don't really want to go to that job, and they look forward to like the summer holidays. It's like, so you're going to a job to teach the next generation to then just look forward to your time off. Like, what the fuck? How is that
Fuck,
like
man.
how can you do that as a living? That's like insane.
How does that help anyone? Like, how does that further the human race? How are you benefiting some folk? Yeah.
What are the ones that we need to we'll round the podcast up? I've got a few things I want
Yeah.
to do that's quite interesting after the podcast.
Okay.
And people that are listening to it will need to wait. So just keep them guessing, you know what I mean, man? Is there anything you want to say to like round it up? Any buy your toys or whatever?
I learned a very important lesson from this whole toy thing, right? So like one more time about the story. I was looking to find this toy, too expensive. I'm still gonna get it. I'm gonna get the bigger pack. It's a touch more expensive, but you're basically buying wholesale. Imagine you could do your hobby, whatever the fuck your hobby is. I don't know, maybe it's makeup, maybe it's fucking food, maybe it's something else. Figure out a way you can buy it wholesale and sell it to folk. You'll make money, right? Make money and then complain. Make money and then bitch and moan about it. But don't bitch and moan before that, right? Whatever your passion is, there must be a way of monetizing it. Okay, sorry, this is the thing I want to say. Grant Cardone, this is in that book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, people are giving 100% at everything they're doing all the time. It's just about giving 100% to the right activities. Like if you're 100%, if you're passionate about whatever you're passionate about, figure out a way to monetize it. If you put a camera in front of yourself while you're doing your makeup and you YouTube it, boom, you make an extra couple of £100. That pays for your rent. That pays for you this, for you that. Guess what else it can do? Guess what it can grow into? Just whatever you're passionate about, whatever you know you're going to do every day for the rest of your life, monetize it. Because you'll then, whether you love it or not, you won't be working because you're just doing the shit that you know. So yeah, so that's it.
Yeah, man. So the key points that I want people to take away from this is patience, monetize your passion, and don't get a job in a fucking call center.
Yeah, fuck. Whatever. If you don't do the other things, just don't work in a call center. Fuck, man.